Thank you, Mayor and Council. This item is to approve up to $600,000, over $500,000 to purchase tasers for the Austin Police Department. I look at this as an obvious trade-off with the Nathaniel Sanders settlement. I say you pass one, you pass the other. I'm opposed to this. I think this is prejudicial electrocution. If you look back in 2003, 2004, when we were actually being studied for our use of tasers along in the National Justice Institute, they found that as you openly give more access to tasers, life saving goes up. However, it's been totally misconstrued, and we're seeing deaths across the nation, all over the United States.
Thank you, Mayor. Ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you today to address plans for the Austin Police Department to spend up to $600,000 of tax dollars in order to equip themselves with top-of-the-line electro-torture devices called tasers. This is the first time I have ever spoken to the council, and fortunately for us all, it will be the last. I intended to stand up here and protest this gross misplacement of funding, but I've changed my mind. The purchase of this equipment sends a clear and unmistakably liberating message, a message I did not and could not believe until recently. That message is that government is no longer, or never was, based on the consent of the governed or the will of the people, but is instead based on the monopoly of force and the demand that we peons submit to it. I have chosen not to speak to the council previously, despite having attended meetings, because I saw that the voices of protest found only deaf ears and cold shoulders. I've seen the concerns of the people ignored so many times that despite being an Eagle Scout, holding a degree in criminal justice, and wanting my whole life to be in the field of public service in order to protect others, I no longer believe in government, including the constitutional government I swore to uphold and defend when I enlisted in the Army National Guard at 17. I must confess now that I am an oath breaker, though, and I am deeply ashamed of it. I can no longer uphold and defend the Constitution of the United States because it is already dead.
And as you see, you continue to give these kind of deadly weapons to our police department to be used. You're going to see more and more lawsuits against you. You're going to see more settlements come about, and frankly, it's going to be much worse for the community relations.
Stand up against, not wishing to speak. I assume that means that you exceeded your limit. So.
I signed up to speak on this item. I signed up to speak too. The clerk confirmed it at 9:30.
I'm going to ask you to sit down.
I will not have my First Amendment rights violated by you, Mr. Mayor.
I'm asking you to sit down.
We intend to file a civil suit.
I'm asking you to be escorted from the chambers.
I would like to speak on this item. I signed up to speak on this item. We will not allow you to violate the rights of us. We intend to file a civil suit against you, Mr. Mayor, for your misconstruing of the city code. Yes, we do. We recorded it all. We altered the record without my consent.
Mayor?
We will not let this go be clear.
The city.
Councilmember Tovo.
Thank you. The city attorney clarified one point of that about this issue for me, and I wonder if she might share that with the rest of the council about. Well, I'll let you take it away. Thanks.
I'm a peaceful man, and I believe in a peaceful, compassionate, and prosperous world for us all. I hereby withdraw my consent to be governed by you, and I wish I had never given it away in the first place. May God bless you and forgive you.